Can you hear me? Welcome, everybody. Thank you for joining us for tonight's podcast with my special co host, Miss Anaya. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for being here. And shout out to TSM. Um, thank you, everybody. Before we get started, we're going to have to say thanks to Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, and the Replay Gang, and everybody entering the chat. Yes, I can hear you. Waiting for her. Thank you so much for everybody tonight. Before we get started, I have to give a disclaimer. We're gonna be talking about a very sensitive subject tonight. Um, and this was something that was just really brought to me literally right before we clicked on camera. So I want to give a disclaimer that this is a sensitive subject. And if anybody will be triggered by this topic, we ask that you graciously remove yourself from the chat because this is a very sensitive subject and we don't want to trigger anyone. So I want to say thank you once again for Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, and a Replay Game. And of course, the man of the hour, Mr. TSM. Thank you so much for Miss Anaya joining me tonight. Thank you for being here with me, beautiful. I know you said you were nervous, but you don't have to be. So I'll let you let the
Can
people.
you hear me?
Yes, I can hear
I
you.
can't hear you.
You can't hear me?
No, I can't. I can't hear you.
You want to
Like
come?
I'm on it, but I can't hear you.
Hmm. You can't hear me at all?
No, you can hear me, right? But I can't hear you.
You want to come back out and then come back in?
I can't hear nothing you singing.
Okay.
Okay, hold on. Let me see. I'm gonna leave and then come back.
Once again, I just want to say thank you guys for joining us. And this is a very sensitive subject that Miss me and Anaya talked about literally right before we came on camera. So I just want to say thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate you guys for being here with us. And we just want to say shout out once again to Reverb Nation, the Cloud Watchers, and the Replay Gang, and of course, everyone who will be joining us tonight. Thank you so much. Hey, Bree Bree. Hey, Bestie. Thank you for coming. I'm going to wait for Miss Anaya to come back up here to join us. Thank you so much, TSM, for giving us this opportunity. It means a lot. Um, can you hear me? No, he dropped off too. I apologize, guys. We're having some technical difficulties, but um, TSM, can you hear me? Yeah, he can hear me. I'm just waiting for Miss Anaya to come back up here with us. Um, we have the same shirt. Yeah, we was thinking about each other. Did you get a chance to see the video I made for you, Bree Bree? Hey Liz, how you doing, boo? Thank you for joining us. I want to tell you guys once again, um, this is a very sensitive topic that we're going to be talking about tonight. So, if you're going to be triggered, if this is triggering for you guys, I highly recommend that you graciously remove yourself from the chat because we do not want to trigger anybody at all. Not at all. Bree Bree, go check it out. Go check it out. I think you will enjoy it. Well, I hope you will enjoy it. I'm gonna say that. I really hope that you will enjoy it. I really do. We're waiting on Anaya to come back up. Um, so yeah, before
You can hear me now?
I hear you perfectly. Can you hear
Okay.
me?
Okay, my fault. I had to sign in and all that other stuff. My fault, y'all.
If anybody doesn't know, this is the beautiful Anaya, who's going to be co-hosting with me tonight. She's a little bit nervous, guys, so show her some love and let her know she don't have to be nervous. So I'm going to give the floor to her right now, and I'll mute.
You said Aniha? You could
It's
just call me
Anaya.
Nye for short.
Is it, you pronounce your name Anaya?
Yeah.
Okay, okay,
Wait,
I
wait,
got
wait. So wait, what are we talking about again? I forgot.
She's a little nervous, guys. So she's a little nervous. So bear with her and show her some love because
Wait,
she
wait.
is
So they
nervous.
could like see me like right now, right now.
Yeah, they can see and hear you right
Like,
now. They can see you.
uh,
Don't be nervous. It's okay. I'm right up here with you. You don't be nervous.
okay,
Don't be nervous. Well, we can start off with something like so we can get you so you don't have to be so nervous so you could be more comfortable.
okay,
We're gonna introduce Anaya. So Anaya, tell us a little bit about yourself.
okay. I am 22. I also work. Um, I do wigs. I do I do my own hair. That's what I do. I'm supposed to be going to hair school to like, to start my business, to be like, up there. And I also do braids. I do box braids, all of that. So I do mannequins. This is what I did. It's something slight. I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina. I have siblings, which is I'm the oldest one. I'm the firstborn child. I got a sister. She's 16. My mom had a set of twins, and they're 10. They all in school. My sister, the 16-year-old, she has a job while in school. She's in high school. She just turned 17 today. Um, I don't really have a lot of friends because I can't really trust people nowadays because people are crazy. So I just keep my circle small. Um, Let me see. I love horror movies. Horror movies is something I like to watch, like 24/7 throughout the day. I love horror movies. And I love the content that I be doing. It be so funny to me. It's interesting. All I do is watch horror movies. So I basically put horror movies in my AI videos because it's interesting. Who wouldn't like watching horror movies animate or AI, whatever I want to call it? Um, People say I have an accent. I don't really have an accent. It's just the way that I talk. So I don't want y'all thinking I have an accent. But yeah, I think that's it. That's all. I think that's all I tell y'all.
You sound like a mini me. My circle is very, very small, minus the siblings. I don't have any siblings. I'm an only child, so minus that, everything else, me and you got pretty much in common. If you haven't seen Anaya's film that she did, her short film, go over and check it out on her channel and show her channel some love. If you're not subscribed, please go subscribe and support her, because she put some work in over there. Um, I was over there looking at your little seafood mukbang. I was like, girl,
Oh yeah,
girl.
one thing about me, I love seafood, but I can't really forget because I'm not that type of girl that would take full credit. I want to say, what is his name? TSM. I want to say thank you to him because he showed me how to do it. He demonstrated, and I also want to say, what's your name?
Fannie P.
I also want to say thank you, Fanny Pete, for having me up here tonight. We're chilling, we vibing, whatever the case might be. So I want to say shout out to y'all too for having me up here.
Oh, you're so very welcome. You're so very welcome. Now, before once again, I want to say this is a very sensitive topic that we're going to be discussing. And if anybody becomes triggered by this conversation or this information, I ask that you all graciously remove yourselves from the chat because we don't want anybody in the chat to be triggered. Um, so, with that being said, Anaya, are you ready to share your story?
Yes.
I'll give you a light introduction to so you can be comfortable. And if anytime that you feel uncomfortable, just let me know. Just you don't have to answer the question. This is
Okay.
your story. This is her story that she wanted to tell. Um, because we previously had something else that we were going to talk about. Um, but she said she let me know that this was something that she wanted to share. It was time for her to get it off her chest. And with that being said, this is Anaya's story.
So wait, so how do I like rephrase it so like you all won't get baptized or whatever, however y'all want to say it? What is the word I use for it?
You can use the terms essay. You can say great. You can say things of that nature.
So can I like just like give them a run back of like from the
You can
beginning?
whatever you comfortable with. Whatever you comfortable with.
Can I say? I'm just trying to mention. Can I say a specific location I used to work at, like the name and stuff like that?
No, no, you
So
can't.
I can't say no company name. Just like
No,
make up something random.
pretty much.
Oh, okay, okay,
Pretty
okay,
much. You can make it. You could just say at your prior job or
okay, okay. I know. Okay, I got you. Okay, so I'm gonna give y'all a story about what happened to me, and I don't know how Pacific how old I was when I was working at this like Pacific location or whatever. So I used to work at this location or whatever for 2 years. 2 years I've been working at this location. And I never had no problems with working with males or females or whatever the case might be. All the way up until, mm, that incident happened. I'm gonna say incident. So, I go to work or whatever. And this time I was like in a relationship before all of this other stuff. So when I was in a relationship, my relationship was like, off and on, off and on. So at that time, I had to leave a situation because I had feelings for somebody else at this specific location. But nobody never told me that you were supposed to, date this person at a specific location. I'm just thinking that, everything is all cool. It was nothing more, it was nothing less. But not knowing what I was finna get myself into, he was telling everybody, he was married, he was this and he was that. But what he told me is he was like he's not really married. He wanted people mm, I can how can I say this? He was just making it up. He was just making it because he wants his wife to think that he was married or whatever the case might be. Okay. So me, as me being me, I caught on to him. I caught feelings for him or whatever the case might be. So he would just normally text my phone and be like, I want you to do something. I want you to do this. I want you to do that. But I did not want to on my behalf. I did not want to. He was like, if you don't do it, I used to feel like, he would like, I can't, mm, how can I say this? Um, he will, mm, it's a word I want to say, but I don't know how to rephrase it. Uh, the T word, the T word. I'm gonna just call it the T word. He will, T word me. And it's like I didn't have no choice because I didn't want to, somebody just to come on me and just to, try to hit me any kind of way. So it's like, when somebody said they're gonna do something to you and nobody's around and everybody outside, so you don't have no choice but, to do what that person wants you to do. So I got up and I did it, but I didn't want to do it. You see what I'm saying? So it's like it was hard for me in that situation. So when everybody else came back inside at this specific location, I didn't say nothing because I'm that type of girl that would not say nothing. They would just be like, everything is gonna be all right. You okay? I would just swoop it off of me, but not knowing that somebody else was going to tell if I didn't tell. So that person had told on me, and that person came up to me and asked me a question, and I didn't know how to tell them. They was like, either you're going to tell me or you're going to lose, whatever. So I told them, and then I told my mom. See, my mom, she don't play by me, especially her firstborn child. She do not play by me. So I called mom and I told her what happened, what the case might be, and they got the police involved. Now I knew that I messed up at the point because it's like when they asked me what happened that specific day, I told them what happened. They did not believe me. They did not want to believe me. They made it seem like that I just walked in there. It's not that I just walked in there. You see what I'm saying? So it's like they look at me like it's my fault when it's not my fault. So when my mom had came up there and she was like, "Oh, what happened?" I told her the police came. I told the police what happened, and they was like, "Do you want to press charges?" And I said no. I messed up. I should have went with that. I knew that I messed up, but at that time I was just in shock because I never came across somebody like that, and I never came across a police to talk to them face to face because I never been in that situation throughout my whole life since I grew up. So it was just like something new to me, and I didn't know how to reply or respond to that.
So,
So
so basically, a married man um assaulted you,
yeah,
and he tried to play it off like he wasn't married, but he actually was married. And this took place at your former employment, and
yeah,
because of you were so young that you didn't know how to tell anyone, and nobody believed you once you
yeah,
reported the crime.
yeah.
So you mentioned his wife.
Yeah, but cause
What?
his wife, she used to come up there and do DoorDash from the job that I was at. But from what he was telling me is they was not married. They were just going around telling people that they was married. So I
So,
felt like because I'm a type of person that like get catch feelings easily, like for somebody easily, and I didn't really see the bigger picture about it because of what he was telling me. So I'm like, why not? Why not exchange numbers? And that's where I messed up at because I don't be giving my number out to a lot of people. So it's like, why not? And so I told my mom the story of the rundown because I was telling her about the person that I wanted her to see, and she came up to my job, the job that I was at. She came up there. She was like, "Oh, where's this specific person?" I was like, "He's not here. He's left." And then when I told her, she cried. She was like, "Why you did not tell me then? Why you waited till last minute to tell me?" I told her, I said, because I know how you get when it comes to me. And she cried and I cried because it's like I should have said something, but I didn't say nothing.
how did it make you feel when the police didn't believe you? And why do you think they didn't believe you?
I don't know why they did not think that they believe me. I don't know, but I just feel like I don't know. Honest, I don't even know how to answer that question because it just hurt me. The fact is that I thought that I could, like, how like people say you could trust men's and men's could trust women's and stuff like that. It just like I wasn't even expecting that to even come across. because I thought nobody knew about the situation. But it's crazy because the person that knew about what was going on didn't even want to defend, didn't even want to write a statement about it. So I'm like, it's kind of messed up because you didn't, and you knew about it. So why just not, step up and write a statement? She didn't want to write a statement about it. So I had to be the one to tell them about what happened and how did it start. And they just looked at me like, I'm not believing. I'm like, I don't have no lie. And then the thing is, I didn't even have nothing to back me up. So it's like I was in a situation where I didn't have no type of evidence, no type of receipt, no type of nothing. But she knew what was going on.
So did this assault specifically happen at your job? Did it happen one time or multiple times?
Well, at that specific location, it happened one time there. Just after I left that specific job for 2 years, that was it. But then I had went to another one, another job, and it happened there again. So how that would happen is, okay, rundown story. This is my first time working at this specific location. I don't really know too much about their system or nothing. So, they hire me or whatever the case might be. They get paid weekly, whatever the case might be. I have not been there long enough to, for somebody to physically, come at me any type of way. And it be not our complexion, but others' complexion, not ours. So when that happened, how that happened is, okay, it was on a day I'll go to work. Normal, feeling good. And this was before my birthday. My birthday was on a Sunday. And this happened on the Saturday. So I'm like, I'll go in, feeling good, feeling happy, positive. Nothing was gonna happen that specific day. So, the manager, she wanted me to do the lobby or whatever the case might be. Cool. No complaints. It's all right. So I go back and get DoorDash bags, whatever. And this specific person was like at the back before I was. I only went back there to get what I need for my people up front. He comes and in my face or whatever, and just mm, wave the hands and the balloon, if that makes sense. And I was shaking, and when he did that, I pushed him, and then I went and told the manager. The manager was like, "Oh no, we don't do that here." I was like, "Okay." So they called the police. They told me to call my mom. My mom came up there. I had to tell her what happened. I said, "You know what happened at this location?" She said, "Yeah." I said, "It happened again." So she came up there, and I started crying. And then when everybody was just looking at me, I couldn't really say what I wanted to say because I was froze at that time. But I had to recognize is this is your life. So you have to, speak up for yourself. Nobody else is going to speak up for you but you. So I told them what happened. I demonstrated. I took them back there. I had to go down there to make a report. They said they couldn't really do nothing about it because I'm a different age. So because I'm 22, I had to go down to the station and make the report for myself. And I feel like it shouldn't have to be like that. So I went down there, made a report, told them what happened, and they locked them up for now. I'm like, what do you mean for now? And they was like, this is not the only time it had happened. I'm like, so y'all meant to tell me y'all had somebody that works that like doing stuff like that to people that don't know what's going on, and y'all have not been locking this person up. So it's like I feel the need since it happened to me to lock him up to go down there, which I'm glad that I did because nobody else, far as that location, have to worry about somebody doing that to the next person.
So the second time, do you feel like you got justice, or what was the final outcome of that situation? Or and how do you feel currently?
I think I did get justice because I look at it like nobody else have to go through that no more because he's locked up. And how I currently feel when I still go there, mm, I mean, it's not worse and it's not the good, but it's okay because that person is not longer there no more. So it felt good to me.
So you still currently work at the second location?
Yes, I do, but they not doing me good at all because the thing is with them is they not giving me enough hours. They so about we can't have a lot of hours because of the manager or however they system work, and it's not doing nothing for me.
Do you think they're penalizing you for having that person locked up, or do you just think this is their normal protocol for where you're currently working?
Um, I think it's just from where that I'm working or however their system or whatever works.
Do you feel safe when you go there? What things were set in place that allowed you to come back versus you saying, you know what, you guys knew he had a history of doing this to people. You did nothing about it, and you leaving and you letting the right now you letting the world know like, hey, this has happened to me. What did you do for yourself mentally?
So when that happened, I went home. So I didn't feel comfortable working that exact same day. I was going to work, but not in the condition that I just got up. I didn't want to work that day. I went straight home the exact same day to enjoy my birthday. But when I got in the car and I went down into the police station, I felt good because I already know that they was gonna handle it and they was gonna take care of it.
So what advice would you give to anyone who's been in your situation?
I would say tell, tell right in there when something happened to you or to anyone or you see something and you might not like it. Tell. You're not going to get in trouble if you just speak up for yourself or that person speak up for them. It's okay to tell because you're saving a lot of people's life just by defending them. So it's okay if somebody say, "Oh, this, I'm scared or I don't want to say nothing." Speak up. It's a free world. You have the rights to speak up how you feel, to speak about when you don't like something. It's okay. You know, it's okay to say what's on your mind. Can't nobody tell you from right from wrong. You can't say this. You can't say that. Speak up. If you don't speak up, nobody will never know what's wrong with you.
I agree. I absolutely agree. Have
Because you said what? Say what again?
have you ran into the person that assaulted you previously?
No,
You haven't.
no. Actually, no. I haven't because he's no longer there. He's gone. But other than that, I don't really have no more problems as far as that situation. It's just the fact is that I don't want to see my little siblings because they be on Roblox. So it's like when I be telling them to not do something particular on Roblox, like yeah, your friends is on there. But it's like Roblox are not just for kids. It's also for adults that's older. And that's my fear. That's my worst fear of them, coming across somebody that they don't know. And I have to be there to tell them who is it you're talking to? How old are they? Who is that? Like, what's their name? Like, I have to get details about that. Cause that's how my mom used to be about me. When I used to do dumb stuff and I didn't know people who I was talking to, she'd be like, "Oh, who you're talking to?" And I'm like, I don't know, because I was so young at the time that I didn't even know what I was getting myself into. But it's like if you doing something at a younger age, like teenagers that have access to the internet, that's on dating apps, I would just say leave them dating apps alone because at the end of the day, you're talking to somebody that's looking for little kids, in their whatever category they looking for. I would just say if you're doing something and you know it's in the wrong and you know that your mom or your dad on pro of it, why just not stop right in there? Why just keep interfering with grown men that wants to talk to little boys and little girls that could just lure you out with candy? That's what I don't understand. And that's why I'm scared for them. My 16-year-old sister, my 17-year-old sister, she don't even talk to nobody, but it's the little ones that be my concern.
I think by you sharing your story and putting it out there, because we do have a teenager in the chat, a lot people are going to learn and understand from your experience. Because I just want to say thank you, because you are very brave to come out here and share your story, and you spoke so eloquently about your story. And I don't see you shy, girl. You, you,
Because it's just
you've been
like,
you've been
because you
broke
got that
in.
out of me.
I'm sorry. Say that again.
I said you got it out of me a little, but eventually I'll just warm up to you.
I just want you to know that I'm proud of you for sharing your story, because it's not easy. It is not easy at all. It is not easy at all. And I just it takes a lot of courage to come up and share with the world, like, hey, this is what happened to me, and this is the result of what happened to me. And unfortunately, a lot of times when stuff like that happens, you are not believed, or you're not taken seriously because of a person's status, or people might look at it like, or you're young, or out of fear you didn't tell your story correctly for you to be believed.
Yeah.
And I just want you to know, even though the first situation you wasn't believed, know your truth and stand in it, regardless of who believes you or not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because one thing I know for certain, and two things I know for sure, is that when people wrong you, there's this thing called karma. And this is the one thing I want you to embrace and always remember. This is my motto I tell myself, and I want you to tell yourself this every day. God don't play about me, and you shouldn't either. And what that's telling people is letting people know is that you're solid. Regardless of what goes on around you, that you are solid. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
even if nobody else believes you, guess who believed? God was there in the midst of it. It wasn't his fault, but he was there. And the person or the persons that are responsible, they're going to have to live with the fact that they committed a crime. It may not happen to them, but it can happen to one of their children. And they're going to be sitting around talking about, well, why did this happen? How did this happen? But you got to remember, you did something to somebody. Now karma came back on you. So I want to say once again, thank you for sharing your story. I really appreciate you sharing your story. And you
You
did
welcome.
a job telling your story. Is there anything else you want the people to know before we go?
Mm, I just want to say, if y'all have brothers and sisters or any type of relatives, I want you to say, um, oh my god, I had something, but I can't remember. Let me see. Oh, okay. If y'all have brothers and siblings, I want y'all to tell them that y'all just need to stop what y'all doing, especially when it comes to Roblox. I don't care if they playing the game. I don't care whatever the case might be, but y'all just need to go through their device. Like, at least do that to make sure it's nothing crazy. No young man, no old man talking to them, because I watch EDP watch and I see how they be, luring the little people out, younger girls pretend to be their age, and I seen all of that. This world is crazy. So it's okay to go through their devices. If you don't see something, tell their mom or tell their dad or whatever. But it's never right for them to do that. So they need to learn. That's all I
I,
gotta say.
I absolutely, absolutely agree. Well, I want to say thank you again. And thank you, Reverb Nation, the Replay Gang, the Cloud Watchers, all of the beautiful people in the chat. And we cannot forget the man of the hour himself, Mr. TSM. Thank you so much for giving us this platform so Anaya could share her story. Thank you to you as well. And it is now 9:16 p.m. Would you like to say a prayer for us as we close out, young lady? Because you were always in the chat. Say that prayer,
I'll leave
girl.
that to you.
You
You're the
always say that
master.
prayer, girl. I'm gonna give it.
Okay.
I'm gonna give you the opportunity to say a prayer for us.
Okay. I just want to say thank you for waking us up this morning. Thank you all for eating breakfast. Thank you for eating lunch. Thank you for we still being here to this day. And all Jesus, man. Amen.
Amen. Thank you for joining us, everybody. I really appreciate for you for being here. You guys have a good night, and until next time, blessings to each and every one of you.